I am not perfect. And once upon a time, I used to commit the horrible, unlawful act. Yes, I am guilty of doing the dreaded littering. However, it's been about 8 years since I have thrown plastic, paper, or any type of garbage out of my window onto our beautiful streets. I am not proud of this act, and that's why I'm here today to share the truth about how bad littering is for our earth. During this speech, I will try my hardest to provide you with clear examples of the effect of littering in our ocean. Damage to land and water, dangerous to animals and humans, lack of education, and last but not least, how it destroys our beautiful scenic view of our earth. First, I found an article by Grant A. Harse. It was called Damage Littering Causes to the Ecosystem, and he goes into detail about the basic background and information plastics and synthetic debris in our ocean. And he states that debris in the oceans have profoundly negative effect on the lives of marine animals, plants, birds, and ultimately humans. Humans? What? Did you know this? As this form of pollution endangers the quality of ocean's waters, where we fish and find our food, it likewise reduces the quantity of water suitable for life. Now, would you want to eat something out of the ocean that's not even suitable for life because it's just filled with plastics and all the chemical and compounds that are in that? I know I wouldn't. This has a disastrous effect on the quality and quantity resource provided by plants and oceans. One particularly chilling example that he states is that the effect of plastic is found in the world's largest landfill, located in the north central Pacific ocean, the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. And did you know that this is located, North Pacific Ocean, located between California and Hawaii? I didn't know that till the last maybe 2 years ago. These areas are affected by the large amounts of trash located in the area's ocean. Can you imagine a landfill in your ocean? That's devastating. He also goes into detail about how it takes several centuries to break down plastics that are left in our oceans. Plastic definitely affects marine life by ingesting entanglement, smothering, and by aiding in the introduction of invasive species. I read another article by Grant that went into detail about the danger to humans. Plastic pellets ingested by these species may absorb and concentrate potentially damaging toxic compounds from seawater. As I said before, we fish in our oceans, we eat from our oceans, and it goes into detail here about once this happens, only to release these toxics into the tissue of the consumer being me. And then the consumer also being other animals in the oceans eating other animals. That's very concerning. And what can we do to fix it? Our scenic views are being destroyed by garbage. Have you ever witnessed something so beautiful at one time in your life and you come back only to see it's been destroyed by debris and trash and waste? I know I have. My one example would be Queen Elizabeth National Game Reserve in Africa. I know I talk a lot about Africa, but it's just one of my most memorable travels, and I've been to a lot of different places in the world. The first time I ever went to this game reserve, I was in awe. It was absolutely breathtaking. But this last time I went in 2017, it was filled with trash. It was ugly. I couldn't believe it. There was hundreds of plastic bottles and trash and wrappers in that ocean, and that's the channel of the Nile. It made me so sad to see that. So what we can do is maybe stop throwing garbage in our seas and our streets. Maybe possibly keeping grocery bags in your car for trash. Find a trash can and just plain don't litter. Also, I found an article by Plastics Engineering Inc. They actually produce plastic, but they're trying to contribute to keeping our highways and our waters clean. And it's called Education on Adopting a Highway and Human Health, copyright 2015, Society of Plastic Engineering Inc. The Industry Trade Association demonstrated its leadership and commitment towards helping achieve a litter-free community by adopting a block as part of Washington, D.C.'s Clean City Initiative. So this is an example how to keep maybe our streets clean. They have helped clean up the roads, highways, and by adopting highways. I also did this myself with a neighbor, but I was way too young to really understand how significant the issue was. Also, I found another article, and it goes into detail about human health and plastics. People really do lack proper education. This is where the lack of education comes in. People lack the proper education on how bad plastic is for our health. I feel if more people knew the fact, maybe less people would use less plastic, and that means less trash on our highways and oceans. Diana Cohen goes into details about this, and it's in her TED Talks, Tough Truths About Plastic Pollution. In ending, I feel I have given the information needed to help you change today and stop littering. And you know, if we all work together and fight this battle, we will surely have a healthier earth, which means a healthier oceans and animals, which will lead to a healthier us internally. So I hope you will stop littering today and understand the magnitude of this disastrous issue we have created. So maybe in hopes you'll adopt a highway, and maybe you'll be able to put your trash into a trash can instead of our oceans. Thank you.